Yo, what's good, y'all boys? It's Emat Scales. This is definitely gonna be like one of my most real videos by far. I'm gonna be talking about how it actually feels to make $50,000 a month at 18 years old. And of course, my vlogs or whatever, I talk about how it feels or whatever, but like I'm gonna get like really into depth on like my whole story growing up and like kind of why it hits so different to actually get rich, especially like with my story, right? Firstly, I want to say, alhamdulillah, I'm truly blessed to be in this position, and say Allah ma barak, or say, God bless you. Like, I don't want to get evil eye. I don't want any envious people to like ruin my success. And again, the reason why I'm making this video is to just inspire you guys and motivate you guys to, try to get to this position where you can make $50,000 a month. And I recently just bought my dream car, this M4 competition, alhamdulillah. Paid it off in cash, $100,000. It's surreal, like I bought it around like a month or 2 months ago, and I still feel like it doesn't feel real. Every single time I think about it, it feels like a dream, right? It just doesn't feel real. I'm gonna just summarize it real quick. Like, it feels amazing to get rich, right? Like, I'm not the type of person to go on these videos and start, crying about, oh, this, that, whatever, I'm lonely with this money. What are we talking about, right? Bro, I hate when people say, oh, I make $100,000 a month, but I'm lonely, bro, at the end of the day, or this or that. Like, bro, I'm making $50,000 a month. I feel absolutely amazing. Alhamdulillah, this is a crazy feeling. This is what I prayed for, right? This is what I made dua for, right? So who am I to go and complain on a little YouTube video to you guys about how bad my life is at $50,000 a month? Because I'll be real, it's absolutely amazing, right? If I sound like cocky or arrogant, guys, like that's not my intention. Like, at the end of the day, I know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can humble me like just like that, right? So that's not my intention, guys, right? But I'm not gonna lie to you guys and say, oh, it feels bad to make this much money. But I hope me talking like good about how my life is or whatever, or making this amount of money, inspires you guys to actually try to do the same with your life or take action and stuff, right? Get out of your comfort zone. That's my end goal with all the content I post, right? But to actually get started, like, I would say the reason why me making $50,000 a month, right? Like, a lot of people make 50 or 60k a month, or they're 16, or you guys see these guys like buy Lambos or whatever. But the reason why it hits different for me as well, especially as a Muslim, right, is the fact that, number one, I thought almost all these biz models were haram, right? Like, I was making money, I was trying different biz models, and then I would try one, and then I'd figure out it's haram, right? And then all that progress I had to quit it and leave for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then I tried another biz model, and I kind of did a little research and said it was halal, and I find out later it's haram, right? And it's the same thing. I have to keep dropping it and dropping it. And I'm just getting frustrated at this point. Eventually, alhamdulillah, gets his biz model called Growth Operating, which is what I do. I basically have a marketing agency. If you guys want to know more about what I do, I made a free course right here. You guys should check it out. But regardless, with this business model, I first started it, I was making good money. And at one point, I had like $3,000, right? And I was like, okay, this is fully halal, whatever. And then that $3,000 gets like held by a payment processor, and I lose all the money, right? It was held by Stripe. I lost all that money. And I remember how like demotivated I was, right? Like, I was about to quit. SubhanAllah, it's crazy because I was making tons of dua at the time, of course, right? And I was just thinking back to it, like, right now, okay, let's say I quit, right? I wouldn't even be making these videos. I wouldn't have, the car. I wouldn't be making 50k a month. I wouldn't have the financial freedom. I wouldn't make my parents happy. So it's like all of those things would get blown out the drain if I quit. Okay, so number one, never quit. Don't give up. No matter what happens, use 10k, use 20k, whatever. You keep growing, right? Like, you keep pushing through it, because if you quit, like, you'll never know where you're actually going to end up in life, right? Like, if I quit then, I would never know if I would make $50,000 a month. Like, who knows, right? But alhamdulillah, never quit. Put your trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But again, the biggest reason why making all this money feels like absolutely amazing at 18 years old is the fact that, like, back in high school, bro, especially grade 12, like senior year, back in high school, especially like senior year in grade 12, right? The whole school, like, obviously not the whole school, but like people I didn't even know, like, it got so bad to the point where like people I didn't even know were saying I'm not going to graduate, right? Like, yes, I didn't have the best grades in school. I was skipping a lot of classes, especially due to the World Cup, bro. Like, that kind of cooked me, right? But everyone was just hating on me, right? Like, people were just saying, oh, you're not going to graduate. People I didn't even know. And I didn't really take it to heart, but it was kind of like, I was just amazed. I was like, yo, people are so pathetic that they hate on you when you're at your lowest point, right? I was like, okay, if people hate on you back then, imagine how many haters are going to be in my life when I get successful, right? Inshallah. And again, that goes back to the part where it's like, it feels absolutely amazing to make this money because I proved all those haters wrong. It's not even just like people saying I'm not going to graduate, but like I was in like group chats, or I was in like some friend groups where people were like, and those are not obviously your friends, but at the time I was stupid, right? And people were saying, oh, you're going to become a failure. People saying, yo, I hope Emat becomes a failure in life, whatever. And I was just like, bro, there's no way people will go that low to hate on you when you're at your lowest point, when you're not making any money at all. Because in grade 12, guys, I was broke as hell. I did not start growth operating. I did not start a marketing agency. I had no idea I was going to get rich. I didn't even know if I was going to get rich, right? I just trusted Allah's plan. I stayed humble. I stayed quiet. And yet there's still people that would hit on me, that would call me a failure, that would hope that I become a failure, right? And then now, you know, subhanAllah, like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can humble you just like that, right? Like he can humble anyone just like that, right? So don't hate on other people. Don't get cocky, right? Because I'm sure all those other people are wishing or probably in regret, like, oh, what if I wish I didn't say this to Emad, because he's living his life, he's killing it, he's making $50,000 a month, he has his dream car. And those people, you know, those people are now in that same position that they said I would end up in, right? Like whatever, me being a failure, that's kind of where they're at right now in life. Again, I couldn't care less about these people, to be honest. Like, guys, in general, don't ever take other people's words to heart. Or if someone like looks you in your eyes and says like, yo, that plan or that business you're doing is gonna fail, stay in school, stay in college, whatever. Or even if it's your own family, I just want you guys to understand that you guys can get through it. You guys can keep pushing through it, because if I can do it, right, then at the end of the day, anyone can, right? SubhanAllah. That kind of goes back to the topic of my whole video, where I'm like, okay, how does it feel to get rich? And it feels way better knowing that all these haters or whatever are now in that position that they wished I would be in, right? And then I'm in a position where it's like, I've made dua for, I've been praying for this, right? I've been putting in the work, I've been moving in silence, right? I didn't tell anyone about what I was doing. I just moved in silence. I didn't tell my brother, I didn't tell my dad, I didn't tell my mom, I didn't tell anyone about what I was doing. I just stayed silent. It was only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It was just me and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? And then another thing I'll say about how it feels to like get rich at 18 years old or whatever is it's not even about the money, guys, right? It's about what comes with the money, and what comes with the money is freedom. It's simple, right? Financial freedom is the best thing about the getting rich or whatever, right? Guys, getting that financial freedom or getting freedom in your life is the best part about getting rich. I'm not talking about, okay, buying a Lamborghini or even buying my dream car or the M4 or whatever. It's more so just the fact that I don't have to wake up at 6 a.m. every day to, you know, some fat 50-year-old white boss, right? Who tells me, oh, you can't pray at this time. Oh, you can't take a break. Oh, you can't go for vacation for like 2 weeks, right? Because at the end of the day, do you guys want to live a life where you're like under control of a random 50-year-old white man? And that's just an example, obviously, right? But do you guys want to live your life, you know, in a 9-to-5, right? Where some other random person has control over your life? Or do you want that freedom in life where you can do whatever the hell you want? You can wake up whenever you want. You can travel wherever you want, right? Like I said, it's 3 a.m. It's 3:40 a.m. right now. An hour ago, I was on call with my boys. They're all on my team. We've been absolutely killing it. You know, we've been hitting our like biggest months. So I was like, you know what? Let's go on a trip, right? And we literally just booked it an hour ago. Literally just said, you know what? Let's book a trip. So we got on a call on FaceTime. We looked up like resorts and stuff. And then next thing you know, we booked the tickets, like the plane tickets. And we booked the resort. I would say that is also one of the best parts, if not the best part about getting rich, right? It's the freedom, right? Like me and my boys really like, you know what? Let's go on a trip. Booked it. Khalas, done. Just like that. While everyone else is like in school or whatever, or in university, you know, we're gonna go somewhere tropical, chill on a little vacation for like a week or two, and that's the best part. Then one big misconception about getting rich at 18 years old, or getting rich in general, it's not even about how old you are, right? The biggest misconception about, you know, making whatever amount of money, let's say you make $100,000 a month, is the fact that you guys think we are all just satisfied like completely. Like, you know, all I do every day is just, you know, relax. I sit on that bed, I scroll on TikTok, I doom scroll all day. No, that's not what I do. Before I picked up this camera, I was just working on my computer, guys, at 3:44 a.m. in the morning. And you guys may be like, okay, Emad, why are you working? You're making 50K a month. It's because my money's not guaranteed 50K for the rest of my life until I die, right? Like, I don't know when or how long I'm gonna make 50K. I don't know if I'm gonna make 100K, whatever. All I know is that I have to keep putting in the work and I can't get comfortable. My dad always gives me like really, really good advice. And he was even telling me, you know, like, Emad, like, don't get comfortable. Yes, you're making a lot of money, but the second you get comfortable, the second you're like, oh, I'm making $50,000, that is so much money, you know, I'm gonna start, you know, chilling off. And I'm not saying completely slacking, but like little by little, you know, you stop working hard, you go on more trips, not really spending as much time on your desk or on your computer. And that's when everything collapses. That's when every single thing that you had, that you built up to 50K a month, falls down to 40K, to 30K, to 20K, to 10K, and then to zero, right? And it's not even like I'm saying that just to say it. I've seen people that got too comfortable in life or made the wrong investments or whatever, and then now they have to work their way all the way back. Now they have to like build up their way all the way, back up to where they were before. Okay. And I don't want to get to that position where it's like, I had the money, I had the 50K a month, but I got comfortable, and that little comfortableness or whatever, I don't even know if that's a word, got me down to like 10K a month. And I don't want that to happen. Like, that's one of my biggest fears. Only solution to that is like actually putting in the work, like actually working hard every day. If you guys made it this far, drop a subscription. If you guys like my yap story or whatever, I'd appreciate it, right? But if you guys watch my videos, you guys will know my goal right now is to make $100,000 a month, right? Is it because I absolutely hate making 50K a month or I think it's a low amount? No, $50,000 a month is like probably even more than some doctors, and I'm 18, right? And it's the biggest blessing, right? But does that mean I get comfortable? Does that mean I start scrolling on TikTok? Does that mean I start playing Fortnite all day, which I used to be addicted to? I'll be real, back then. No, that doesn't mean I just do all of that, right? You keep working hard, you keep aiming for more, you keep trusting Allah, and you don't compromise your deen for this dunya, right? And guys, Allah doesn't really care about how much money you make, right? He cares about, how you spend it, you know what I mean? How you actually made the money, if it was in a halal way, whatever. What you're doing with the money, and is the money really letting you change up, right? Like, is the money pushing you away from the deen and, bringing you towards the dunya? Because at the end of the day, if that's what's happening, then that money is not really good for you. At the end of the day, guys, that money is more bad for you than good, right? So money is a blessing. Being rich or whatever, making this money is a blessing, right? You guys, you can just travel to like any country in the world. Like, you can go anywhere you want, just book it just like that, right? And it's kind of scary because there's a lot of haram tempting stuff. There's a lot of temptations that come with the money, right? And that's when you really have to, I don't know, have a strong level of iman. Like, you can't fold. And I guess what's in my head is like, okay, alhamdulillah, I'm making a good amount of money. Do I want to throw this all away just for, some pleasure or this or that or some haram stuff? No, I don't. I've worked hard for this and Allah blessed me with it. So I'm not going to be stupid with it, right? And at the end of the day, you guys can say whatever about, oh, if I made this much money, I do that. If I made this much money, I do that. But you can't really see anything until you have the money, right? You can't really say, oh, if I had this much money, I would never do whatever, some haram acts, right? Because when you get the money, you don't know how much it could actually change you. It's kind of those things that you'll never know until you actually get it, until you actually, inshallah, get the wealth in a halal way. That's when you can start saying, okay, now I can control myself, now I can do this. But until then, guys, if you're watching this and you see people like being stupid with the money or whatever, never say like, oh, if I had this money, I would never do that. Because Allahu a'lam, only Allah knows best. Only Allah knows what you would actually do with the money. I was in Miami with like some Muslim influencers, and I thought they're Muslim, I thought they're chill, but they're like the biggest degenerates, right? Like, they're such losers, right? And I'm like, maybe these guys before they had money, they probably thought, oh, I would never do this, I would always keep it halal, whatever. But now, they've completely lost themselves. And that's why I want you guys to understand, just never talk about, oh, I do this or that until you actually get the money. Until then, just keep quiet, right? It's best for you guys. Yeah, I showed you guys earlier, I am literally just working right now on the agency. Oh, I did just buy this iPhone 17 Pro Max. It did break down, and that's actually going to lead me to like the last thing I was going to talk about, where getting rich at 18 or whatever is amazing because you can buy almost anything you've wanted as a kid, right? Like, all my childhood dreams, guys. I used to be like a big nerd into like PCs or like setups, like gaming setups, or like this RGB stuff or LEDs or random stuff like that. And then now I actually have it. I'm like, bro, this is like my childhood dream. And then in the background, like, I have Louis Vuitton there. I'm literally wearing Balenciaga slides. You can see these Balenciaga slides. These were like $1,000, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Big waste of money. I don't recommend buying any designer, like the LV there. I Balenciaga on the ground in the back right there. And the biggest reason why I bought all this designer or whatever is just to like prove to myself that, Emad, you can buy this Louis Vuitton. You can buy these shoes. You can buy that. Like, yo, let me go get these shoes right here. Bang. These LV shoes were like $1,750. You guys can see here. I think they look good, I'm not gonna lie. Big waste of money again. Like, guys, you may as well just buy reps or whatever. I don't recommend buying the real versions, but yeah, the reason why I'm yapping about that is because I would say the next best part about making all this money is the fact that you can buy almost anything you've wanted as a kid, or any cool thing you've wanted, or especially, alhamdulillah, your dream car. It's the M4 competition. You can now do it, you can now buy it, right? It's the best part for sure. The last thing I'm gonna get into in this, this beautiful yapping sesh is, you know, helping out your parents and making them proud, right? Because my whole life, like, my parents were never like, I know a lot of parents hate this whole online money thing, or, you know, your parents might think it's a scam, whatever. But alhamdulillah, my parents were supportive. They just wanted to see me like do something in life, right? My parents were, you know, alhamdulillah, they're always supportive. Again, they just want to see me do something in life. So just to wrap it up is the fact that I can make my parents proud now, right? Like, my parents always knew I had potential, especially my dad. Like, he knew I had potential. He knew I was like smart, whatever. He just didn't want me to waste it, or like, essentially, I still remember back in the day, because now I'm making what, $50,000 a month. This month in November, like today basically, or yesterday, we made $2,100. You know, alhamdulillah. A throwback to my first $5,000 month. Right, I still remember. I walk in my parents' room. I tell my dad about it, bro. I was so happy. You know, my mom was proud. That was the first time I think they ever heard about me making money online, and you know, they heard about this whole thing. So a lot of you guys asked me, "Yo, Iman, how's your parents, or what was their reaction?" I'll get into that right now, right? First of all, my mom was obviously really happy. So was my dad. But you know, my dad was giving me good advice. He was like, yo, Iman, you know, one day these 5K months can turn to 5K a week, and then 5K a day. Bro, when I heard that, I was like, yo, I'm not gonna make 5K a day. Realistically, bro, I don't know how I'm gonna go from 5K a month, because that was my first ever month where I made big money. Before that was like 2K a month, like minimum wage. And I make that 5K a month, and my dad's telling me, you can make 5K in a day, right? You can keep growing and growing and growing, and maybe that 5K a month is gonna start seeming little to you. Now, subhanAllah, November started. What are we, like 6-7 days? 6-7 days into the month, right? We're already up like probably around like $10,000. That's basically like $5,000 in like the first 3 to 4 days of this month. And subhanAllah, like, my dad was right, you know, like, now these 5K months seem so little to me. And now I am hitting 5K days, right? I peaked at an $11,000 day in June, and we hit a few $10,000 days. But you know, subhanAllah, it's like, sky's the limit, bro. Like, stop limiting yourself. Yo, if you guys are watching this video and you guys are like, yo, I don't know if I'll make 5K a month, bro, aim way higher, bro. Like, aim for the stars, or you'll land at the moon, wherever the hell that quote is. I have no clue, but you guys get the point, right? Like, aim way higher, have tawakkul, put your trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like, put your trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, bro. He can bless you with literally anything in the world. I'll let you add on to that, like, don't ever be scared of asking Allah for anything, right? Like, for me, alhamdulillah, I was never scared. And in sujood, you know, I'd always make it longer. I'd always make it longer. I'd always ask Allah for this or for that. I was never scared, because I know Allah's the creator of everything, right? So he can bless you with literally anything in the world, Ferraris, whatever. So don't be scared. Don't put a limit to what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can really give you, okay? That's one thing. Second of all, and I'm sorry I'm yapping, but trust me, this is real sauce, guys, right? Well, when you guys are making dua and you're praying to God, right, I actually believe that God and, you know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can actually bless you with these things you're asking for, right? Because I know there's a lot of mistakes, or a lot of people that, you know, you make dua, you know, oh, let me, you know, buy my M4 comp, you know, grant me an M4 comp, grant me a Ferrari, grant me this. And then in your heart, in your mind, you don't even think Allah's going to give you this, right? You're just saying it to say it. Is that what dua is? No, it's not. You have to really believe that Allah, the creator of everything, can actually bless you with this, can actually give you that, can actually cure you from the sickness, or grant you this wealth, or grant you this car, or grant you this job that you want, whatever it is, or make you pro in this sport or whatever, right? I don't care if it's even online money related, right? But you have to really believe that Allah can give you these things when you're making your dua, so you get the best you know, I don't want to say best results, but you guys get what I'm saying. Boys, I'm gonna wrap up this video. It says 32 minutes as I'm recording this. I don't know how long this is gonna be after I edit everything out, but $50,000 a month, 18 years old, dream car, and I still am gonna want more. And inshallah, I will get more, inshallah, and I will scale to $100,000 a month. And inshallah, you guys watching this are early. I know my page is still really small, like, not small, alhamdulillah. We're at almost 5,000 subs. Yo, guys, if you are watching this, please get me to 5K subs. If you guys are new to my channel, click that subscription up. My bad if I'm talking like hella slow, like, I'm tired, bro. Like, my eyes hurt, bro, just looking at this same screen for like the last hour. But that's what matters. I've been working really hard. Tomorrow, inshallah, is gonna be a really big day in terms of the business. I think we can hit like a really, really big day, inshallah. That's the goal. And lastly, if you guys want to know actually more about what I do, or if you guys want to get mentored by me, for example, I mentioned this earlier in this vid, my top student Sammy right here is making around like 20K. Again, he cash collected 20K in a month. Ibrahim's made $4,000 3 days after joining the Discord, signing his first client. So if you guys want to actually get mentored by me and work with me one-on-one personally, you guys can click the first link in the description to actually learn more what I do and actually apply to get mentored by me. Yeah, boys, it's been EMAT Skills. And again, I really hope that I've motivated some people in this video, you know, to achieve your goals, to, you know, trust Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's plan, to keep going. If people are hating on you, you're getting flamed in the Discord, you're getting absolutely dissed, or if no one likes you, you know what I mean? You guys get the point, right? My point is, bro, it feels amazing to make this money at 18, but I won't get satisfied, I won't get comfortable. And the reason why I talked about how good it does feel is, again, not to say, oh, I make this much money, oh, my life is so good, and your guys' life absolutely sucks, and you guys should go work a minimum wage job. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that, like, if I can achieve it, and if this is what it feels like to make 50K a month, then this feeling I'm feeling right now should be, like, motivational, right? Like, you guys should like, you guys should strive to achieve whatever position I'm in. You guys should strive to achieve way greater than whatever I'm doing right now. 50K a month, you guys should aim for 100K a month, right? And inshallah, you guys will get more money than me, right? You never know. So, Allahu A'lam, put your trust in Allah. Bro, it's so tired, bro. I'm so tired, bro. It's so late. And yeah, this is definitely gonna be one of my most real vids, bro. When I blow up, bro, we're not gonna get any more vids like this probably, bro. So enjoy it while you can. Like up the vid, boys. If you guys want to talk to me on Instagram, you can DM me. I'm gonna hang up the vid, boys. I don't want to yap too long. I love y'all. It's been EMAT Skills. Peace out.